How's it? Today's Tuesday, August 1st. I'm doing a weird clean complex. It's not that weird. It's a clean complex that I made up on the spot, and then I'm doing some tempo back squats today. I wasn't able to speak with my coach this morning before heading to the gym, so I didn't know what I was going to do. This is purely a game time decision if there was ever such a thing. In the past, like a year ago at this point, over a year ago probably. Yeah, over a year ago, I would on the Tuesdays I would only squat and then overhead press. And then when I removed the Tuesdays, I moved the squat to Wednesday with some clean stuff on the Wednesday as well. And I wasn't sure if I wanted to go back to that or if I wanted to continue doing what I was doing, which was Tuesday would have back squat and clean stuff, I guess, in the other order. So clean first and then back squat after that. And I feel like I was making some good progress with that. And then on the Wednesday, during that session, those sessions, I would end up doing jerk specific things. So block jerks, that's when I behind the neck jerked 140 for two singles. And then I would do full snatches at the end of that. And I wasn't sure if I would want to do that still because I don't know if I can do the full lifts yet. But I wanted to clean today, so that's really made me make the decision. So I decided to do one power clean from the ground with some hang powers here. So 1 plus 2 up to 93. Last week I did some hang power cleans at 90. So I figured if I just go up 3 kilos here, add in the power clean from the ground, which is what I did on the Friday, should be okay, right? Some of my movement was a little painful, but most of it was not, and I was very happy with how I was moving. I felt very crisp, even though all I care about right now is trying to get good, like, pain-free movement. A part of my kind of stretching today was before every set I did this here, a little dorsiflexion stretch on my ankles so that I could get a little bit more work in on that mobility. I feel like a lot of my issues stem from having immobile ankles, immobile knees, and then immobile hips, which after that, there's not much else other than my back. There's literally nothing else to compensate for poor movement, poor mobility wise, you know. So if I can get some of that in, then I will do that. I'm still doing my McGill's Big Three, Stuart McGill. So the curl up, the side plank, and then the bird dog. I think I'm probably gonna do that indefinitely, even once my back pain goes away, which I think is getting better. I just came back from work today at the restaurant, and it feels like I'm moving a lot better. It feels like I can bend like how I used to, especially when I'm picking up stuff off of people's tables. Like I have to contort my body. There's no other way to do it. So yeah, I mean, it's just a slow progress, right? I'm fine with taking 2 steps forward, 1 step back. That's not what I want to do, but I'd rather do that than take no steps forward, you know. So after those power clean complexes, I moved into my back squat, doing 303 tempos at up to 105 for 3 triples. Last week, as a deload, I did up to 100 for 5 triples. Yeah, 5 threes at 100. Um, yeah, that was hard. And I think today was probably just as hard. Um, I don't think that adding on 2 more sets would have necessarily made it harder. Obviously, it would have been a little bit longer amount of work and stuff. But I don't feel like right now my anything is getting taxed. It's just like a lot of mental effort to stay tight the whole time, and that to me is what I really need. I really, really, really need to train my core to be working so that I can keep that lower back stable. Right, you see here on the side angle, I'm not going completely all the way to the bottom. That is not in my best interest right now. I am trying my best just to maximize the depth I can with no pain. Also, look at how sweaty I am, dude. Yeah, like this is not easy. Um, I feel like my movement itself is actually really good. Once I slow down and force myself to feel how everything feels, then I feel like I can squat pretty normally. There are a couple things that I need to focus on a little bit more with these squats specifically, and I think it's the idea of where my right knee tracks. You see my right knee, it's kind of wobbling in and out. I get there, in and then out, and then that stayed out. But right now, I'm trying to minimize pain in the lower back, and I feel like if I can keep my knee tracking in the same spot, I feel like I can minimize my back pain by doing that. I'm just not. I'm not in a mindset where it's like, okay, I can focus on this thing without having to worry about the back pain. It is still something that I have to deal with, and it's something I'm going to talk about until it's gone. Unfortunately, as it may be, um, I am trying my best not to complain about it. I think it's all of a learning experience. But yeah, after that, I thought about doing some overhead work, but I figured dips will be good enough today, just because I'm going to do a ton of overhead work tomorrow. But yeah, 2 steps forward, 1 step back. That is kind of how I'm feeling right now. Um, but yeah, that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Shoots.